online. We are about to go live here. Give me just a second. Go to the group video. Go to the group. Probably need to edit this at some point. Okay, looks like we are live right here. All right. In today's video, by the way, my name is Leo. I'm pumped for all of you to be here. And in today's video, I want to cover basically templates that you can use. This template that you can use to attract buyers. So if you're a realtor out there and you've been trying to figure out Facebook ads and nothing has been working for you, or you've been thinking about getting started with Facebook ads, then this video is for you. You may want to stay tuned. All right, so Facebook ad templates for realtors to attract buyers. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me minimize the my camera over here. Maybe I move it somewhere because I want to maximize the PowerPoint at some point. All right, so let's leave it there for now. All right, let's minimize this and let's get started. All right, real estate agent reveals his best performing Facebook ads to attract buyers. By the way, I'm not a real estate agent. This is something I got from somebody else, and definitely I want to break down the formula that he uses so that at some point you can try yourself, or I'd be more than happy to work with you to help you understand better, or if you have questions or if you need some guidance on trying to implement this. But the key is right here is to implement, try yourself. Don't just learn this, don't just take notes, but take actions. All right, so if you're a realtor that has tried Facebook ads with no success or have been thinking in trying Facebook ads, then stay tuned, because we will review in this video this real estate agent's proven and best performing ad template to attract buyers that will help you save hundreds or even thousands of dollars by you basically grabbing his formula. Now I copied these from, or I basically gonna explain a little bit about what this realtor right here, Dustin Brum, in Salt Lake City is doing. Obviously, he's a Facebook ads coach, mentor, but he's also in the real estate industry. I'm not in the real estate industry. As you can see here, a little bit about me. I'm not in the real estate industry. I've never been a realtor. I bought my home, so I understand the aspect from a buyer perspective. But I want you to understand that the real estate market is something that I want to get into, and that's what I'm learning and studying. I want to bring the information that I'm learning in reference to marketing, so that in some way I can help you as well, and we can partner up at some point in the future. I do have 10 years of experience in the technology industry, mainly in the credit card processing, so setting up credit card payments electronically and all that. So that basically my transition to Facebook advertisement is going to be about a year now. Wasn't that hard at all, because technology is what my strength is, and I've been working with small businesses locally where I can actually implement where I can actually take the experiences that I'm having, apply it, help the small business owners. Obviously, I'm using the information that I'm learning. I use it for myself as well. This is how you got to this video, so obviously it works. So you're gonna get a copy of this. Just if you note it below in the page, you're gonna get a copy of this PowerPoint presentation. Probably I make it PDF or something with it, and you're gonna have the links to the information. If you want to get in contact with me, you get a link to my Facebook personal page, business page, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. So anywhere where you are, I want to be there, so that it's easier for you to reach out. So let's go ahead and continue here. Taking a little bit too long. So key points. So think about this. Everyone is scrolling through Facebook nowadays. Okay, so you better show up where they are already at if you want to be seen and hire as a real estate agent. So like I said in the previous PowerPoint slide, I put all those different links to my social media profiles where you can reach out to me in case you have questions, because I want to be where you are, right? I want to make sure that I'm there where you are hanging out, so that it's easier for you to reach out to me. So key point number 2 is attract buyers and sellers with this ad. targeted to current homeowners. Basically, the ad that we're going to break down today is going to be basically to attract homeowners. Okay, every other agent out there is running crappy get your home value Facebook ads, or for buyers, free home search website ads. And this is basically something that they think they're very special these days. But in reality, these ads are a little bit burnout. So let's continue to be creative. Okay, let's continue to listen into our market and explore different ideas to continue to be fresh in the eyes of our market. All right, so the ad, as you can see here, I took a screenshot of the ad that this realtor was running. Obviously, it's that's this page right here that you can see, search Salt Lake, search Salt Lake. So this is what the ad is gonna look like. If you never run one before, you're gonna see that it says sponsor. Okay, so that's a key indicator that if you run going through your timeline and you see this, you're gonna see that that's a key indicator that this is an ad. So we're going to break this down a little bit more, but let's go ahead and continue here. Just wanted to show you the ad. Now, the objective that this realtor did is a conversion ad, which you can also do a lead generation ad, okay? Now, the difference between the two within a Facebook platform is the conversion, Facebook will run it to the ad and learn who those people that are more willing to actually see your ad uh, on Facebook or wherever you put the ad, and be more willing to click on it and put the information on your landing page, website, whatever you're taking to. So that's a conversion, okay? A lead generation is basically an ad that you're just telling Facebook, okay, get me as many people as possible that are willing to click on my link and um, and taken to what is called a lead form. But I'm going to cover about the lead form in a little bit. So if you have a good landing page, this is what the realtor over here is talking about. A landing page is like this. It's like a micro website that you build specifically for that ad. It's not like he's taking it directly to his main website. Okay, that's what he's referring to. A landing page to get people to opt in. Opt in means people will put in the information there, so that way you can follow up with them and build your database. So if you have a good landing page to get people to opt in, use it with a conversion objective. And I'm going to show you here the conversion objective, what he means by that. So I got my Facebook ads manager pulled up over here. And if we go and create a campaign, you're going to notice different objectives, okay? This one he's talking about with the conversion objective, which is talking about a conversion. Now, in order for this to work, so there's a couple things that you need to know that I'm not sure if we're going to get to it or not. Another one that you may want to think about is traffic. Traffic is basically you're telling Facebook, give me as many people as possible that are willing, and as fast as possible, that are willing to click on my ad and check the website, okay? Now, conversion is different. It's basically you telling Facebook, okay, go ahead and give me as many people as possible that are willing to click on my ad, check my website, and put in the information. And so Facebook learns that. But now, don't think that Facebook is going to do everything, okay? A lot of it has to do with how well the ad is developed and how well that ad is developed and it looks like, but as well that the landing page, wherever you take him to. All right, so we're losing a little bit too much time in there. Okay, so he's using a lead capture page or landing page of his own, right, website, instead of using Facebook lead ads. Now, what is a lead ad? So basically, he's saying that he got people right from his ad, right. Whenever they click on the button, he's taking people to a page like this. Now, this is not the exact page that he's talking about, but he's basically talking about a landing page, a website that he created where people can see from the ad. Another option that he provides is Facebook leads ads. And what he's talking about is basically if you do not have the capability to create your own website, now again, you don't want, if you have one of those websites that is generic that you pay monthly for another company to provide you that website. Stay away from running ads and taking into that, because there's a lot of information that you're missing there, and there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. So if you don't have the capacity to build your own micro landing page, micro website, then Facebook leads ads form is something that perhaps you want to explore. What that is basically a form that you can create yourself without the need to having to do too much. So for example, I think I have some created here. Let me see. Publishing tools. I got an example anyways, that I can show you at some point. All right, so however, if you don't have a great website or landing page, just do the lead ad. And again, a lead ad is different. If you would rather use Facebook lead ad capture form, call a Facebook lead ad, then select lead generation, which is this one right here, okay? Lead generation. That's what you're gonna select if you do not have your own website or your landing page. So forms library, looks like I don't have any. Okay. Anyways, if you notice, if you missed that, if I went too fast, let me back up over here. Basically, if you do not have your own website, do not do this. But if you do have your own website, do conversions or traffic. Preferably do conversions so that Facebook can actually bring you the best people that are more willing to give the information, although they're expensive than traffic. But traffic, it's a lot of it can be a lot of wrong people clicking on it. There's a lot of people out there, especially grandma, or my mom, for example, she's 60. She likes to click on everything. So this type of ads, try to avoid as much as possible. There's specific objectives. There are specific type of ads that this could be useful, but obviously we want to go for conversions. If you have your own website, if you do not have your own website, use lead generations, because then Facebook will allow you to build your own. Will allow you to build a form that people can fill out without you having to build with having to build too much, right? Without too much effort. Okay, so let's see. During the ad creative stage, they'll have you to keep it simple, ask for name, email, and phone number only. Now, if you want to track all of your data, set up a custom conversion in Ads Manager first, and then run a conversion objective. Google if you're not sure how to do this yet. If you don't care much about tracking and only want the damn leads, then disregard. But I will advise you to follow his advice here to track everything, okay? And again, at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you access to my free membership, where you can learn all this about how to set up your Facebook page, how to get started with Facebook ads. It's all free. As at the time of this video, I don't know if I'm gonna charge later at some point, but I will definitely post the notifications below if in case I'm gonna start charging later on. But right now, all the videos that I'm putting together to bring you information are free. All right, so how to track, basically what he's talking about is you got to create a pixel first, okay, in order for you to be able to track everything. You got to create a pixel first. Why is this not opening? Now, once you create a pixel, then you can set up custom conversions. That's what he's talking about, so that Facebook can actually track who is visiting, who is putting the information on your site. Let's see. What I wanted to show you is the Facebook lead capture form. Look at that account it looks like an account that I'm showing you. It's a test account because I'm running some ads on the other account, and so that's why I want to stay away for that right now. But basically, I have an example here of what a Facebook lead capture form looks like. It's very simple to make. All you have to do is basically tell Facebook, okay, I want to use this image right here, and then you type in some information, and then you tell Facebook, okay, what do you want to ask, and then you tell it what to ask. Again, the convenience of this, of compared to, for example, having something like this that you make that you or your developers make for you, to having your own website or landing page. The convenience about this, about using the Facebook lead capture form, is that one, obviously, uh, it doesn't take much effort at all. They're very simple to make. Facebook's already giving you everything. Number two is that people never leave Facebook, so basically it's a faster transition. It's much easier to do because all this is within Facebook. It's not like when you click on your website, then it's gonna take some time to load this other page, right? Um, Now, obviously, there are a lot of benefits of creating something like this because number one, you can customize your website as much as you want. You can put video, while on these ones you cannot put video. You cannot create some other fancy stuff like I don't know, a timer or a, a countdown for anything, like a countdown for vouchers or tickets if you're giving away to tickets for something. But again, it is convenient because it's easy to make. Um, all you have to do is basically tell Facebook what you want to ask. People never leave Facebook. The information, whenever they get to the part to completing the information, basically it's going to be already pre-filled for them because Facebook already knows all this. Okay, if you tell Facebook to provide that you wanted to provide name, phone number, and email, Facebook already will complete all this for whoever click on your ad. So it's not like they have to do a lot, as opposed to taking into your website. They actually have to type in information. Okay, so that's another convenient right there. Now, how Facebook knows this? Because remember, when you set up your Facebook account, Facebook will ask you for this information up front, so they already have this information for you. Obviously, some of the information in there may be outdated, but then more likely Facebook will have the latest information because that's what people use to access Facebook every day, basically. And then there's the thank you page where there's a confirmation of somebody when they provide the information, and then you can set up a button for them to visit your website. Okay, so that's about all you can do with the lead capture form. That's what a lead capture form is about. Now, the nice thing is that Facebook now allows you to track who saw the form and who did not completed the forms, because that's gonna do for you is get to know who completed the form and get to know who didn't do it, so that way you can continue to advertise to the people that didn't complete the form at a much lower rate, providing some other information. Okay, and also it's a good way. It's a good thing because that way, if they didn't opt in, obviously it's because if they didn't put in the information, it's obviously because they were not that interested. So you also can use it that way. Okay, to have Facebook avoid um, uh, continue to advertise to the people that didn't put the information. But let's say you want Facebook to continue to advertise to the people that did put in the information with other properties in case they didn't call you for this one or they never show up. At least you can continue to advertise with the same property to remind them, because many things happens in life, or you continue to advertise them for other properties, and the cost will be much lower than initially. All right, so we were talking about so far the ad, okay? Number two is the objective. So as you can see over here, you have to specify an objective, and these are all the objectives that Facebook has. Then he goes into the audience. So obviously here you gotta select the page. If you have multiple page, you will see a drop-down menu. Otherwise, you only probably have an option if you only have a Facebook business page. Then you go into selecting the audience. The audience is where you can specify, in much depth about some other stuff. For example, going back to the template that this real estate agent used is he basically selected a geographical area of Salt Lake City, which is where he was located. But obviously, you're gonna select the geographical area that works for you, where you are, where your market is. If you make it too small, the cost per lead may be higher, but may be better leads too. Okay, so if you are in a small town, obviously the cost will be higher, but the um, the cost per lead will be higher, but the the um, the leads may be much better leads. Okay. All right. So for example, here's I can specify this geographical location, Sacramento. This is what I'm using in this example. Ages, you can specify ages. Now, in his example, he put 40 to 65 because if you go back and read at the ad, he says need to move to a single-story home. He's basically targeting people that is downsizing because what did they call it? What was the word that he was using? He was targeting people that are downsizing because obviously they are empty nested, right? They were parents, they had kids, and have a bigger place, but now the kids are going to college or going to work, or created their own families, and so basically their house is empty now, and they want to move to a smaller place. That's the audience this person is targeting, and so he's estimating that those type of people that are empty nested are about within the age range of 40 and 65 plus, which is where you can specify over here. Um, Language, you can select language, but Facebook doesn't really care. And why would you limit yourself to the language? Um, okay, especially if you're bilingual. Exclude realtors and real estate broker. Now, the reason why he's doing that is because obviously you don't want to spend ads into advertising to other realtors. Okay, and you can do that by basically, if you go over here where it says exclude people, that's where you can tell Facebook exclude people, realtors. Okay. Or realtor job title. So I'm gonna exclude people that has job titles of realtor. That's what he's referring to. Now the other key that he was talking about here is that he wants to target people that have an income of 50,000 and more. So income, you can go to demographics. I can put financial. I can put income, and then I could target to all the people that are above a specific income that I want to do. Now, obviously, this is estimated. Things changes, so I don't know how fast Facebook updates the information, but it's not accurate 100%. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just to make things faster, I'm just gonna select 75,000 plus for now, but at least you know where to do that. And then in his example, he's targeting homeowners. Okay, I can do that. So home, I go to browse, I go to demographics, I go to home ownership type, first time home buyer, homeowners. Okay, so I got homeowners, and then I want to select parents that are that have kids within the ages of 13 and 18, right? Teenagers, or parents that have adult kids. Okay, basically targeting empty nester or soon to be empty nesters. All right, so demographics again, I can go to parents, and then I can go to all parents, and then I can say here are parents with adult children and parents with teenagers. So I'm gonna select this one for now to make it faster. Now you can go into more deeper if you want, right? You can make it more specific, like married. Actually, I'm supposed to be breaking this down by. So I got the financial, and then I had to go into narrow audience, right? Because homeowners home owners. I'm supposed to breaking it down um, like that. So I put financial first, and then I had to go to narrow further, and then put the home ownership type, and then I need to go and narrow even further, because if you put everything if you in the same square, what it's gonna be doing is gonna combine. Okay, so target people that are 75,000 in 99,000 in income, but also at the same time target people that are um, parents with adult children. So basically combining these two, target either one, right? Now, as opposed to if I have this over here, target people that are 75,000 and more on income year, and then I move this to target people that are homeowners. So basically, I'm only going to target people. Basically, I'm telling Facebook, okay, target people that have 75,000 and more and own a home. Okay, no, it's not like I'm saying or, like target people that have 75,000 or more, or target people that have parent with children. Okay, so keep that in mind to break it down that way when you do this. Um, so just to show you, I'm gonna do that real quick. Parents, I'm just gonna select this real quick. And as you can see, my number went from, well, what was it, 500,000 or 100,000 down to 15,000 people, because we narrowed down all different possibilities. But as you can see, we are telling Facebook specifically who we want to go after. Now, the other thing you can do is leave it wide open. Don't select anything and just let your the ad is saying do the work. And sometimes that may work because people may share it to people they know, right? But at the same time, is yeah, you gotta see what works for you. I mean, you have a big budget, huge budget. Why not throw it out to everybody, right? If you want to be more specifically and selected, you can do something like this to narrow down your the people that you are targeting. Remember to exclude, right, realtors. So that's basically the setup of the ad. The headline, um, you gotta go the placement, basically where you want Facebook to show it to. You got many different options we can cover in different videos. Then you gotta specify your budget, how much you want to spend per day. Um, Identity, basically the page you're gonna be using again. The format, you want to use videos, single image, slideshow, um, media. Okay, we have an image right here. You can actually have Facebook. You can use stock images from Facebook, or you can upload your own. So you can upload videos if you have a good video. A great thing to do will be if you go to the house, record your walkthrough of the house, or have somebody, uh, you know, record you do the walkthrough of the house. That'd be great. It'd be like having a virtual tour 24/7 playing on the ads for you. And then the text. So he was talking about the headline. The headline is, if you notice, it's gonna appear over here on the ad below the picture. And this one, it says, looking for a single level home in a specific city. Okay, you put your city. So this is where the headline, you will type in your headline, and this is where it will show up on the ad. Okay. Number two is the ad copy, basically the body of the ad. Now this is in the desktop. In mobile, yeah, it will show over here, and then but Instagram it will show below if you are running the ads on Instagram. So the ad copy will go right here where it says text, and it will show up over here above the picture. In this case, it says need to move to a single story home. Okay, again, concentrating on people that are empty nested. Then he goes into, we compile a list of every single story homes in the city of wherever you are located, which is updated daily. Okay, so if people are looking for to downsize and they want to stay updated on the list, they are going to opt in. Okay, and then it says click the photo below to get exclusive access to the free list. I don't know why it says photo below. I mean, I'm guessing if they click on the photo, it's gonna take in there. but also if you notice there's a button, it says shop now. So it's kind of I don't know why. I mean, these I work for him according to what he's saying over there, but obviously you are not limited to say shop now. You can have different options on the button. If you can see call to action button, I can say sign up, listen now, learn more, etc. Okay, so I have different options. You may want to say learn more for people that would like to learn more. Now the rest of the ad. So the button, okay, this is where the button's going to show up. The image, this is where the image is going to show up between the ad copy and the headline. And then if you are connecting your ad to a landing page to take into your website, basically when they click over here, it will load your landing page, or it will take into the Facebook lead form that I showed you in not too long ago, that you create within Facebook, whatever you designate this button to do. Now, another new thing coming up is you can take people to Messenger to actually receive an automated message first to get options, right? Like it's basically, let's say you have two different houses you want to show. You can take into a message and give an options to get a listing, get more information on a specific house. Now the good thing about taking the messages too is because it's much less resistant to opt-in as well, because you have them there on message conversation, and people do open the messages on Facebook way more than emails. So if you are just collecting emails, get creative as well to start using combination of those Facebook messages. And within the back office, the membership area, and the Facebook group, I do cover training on how to set up Messenger for the ads. Okay. So the results of the ads. Okay, so the real estate agent that did this ad provided his information, his results, and in his standards, the ads performed very, very well because obviously he had specific goals. Perhaps he was spending way higher on other advertising channels, and this was a way faster and cheaper way to get to sell houses, for example. Now, the leads for him costing as less as 80 cents per lead. So meaning everybody that the average of the cost of people to see his ad, complete the information, it was 80 cents. Okay, less than $1. That's amazing. And now imagine you sending flyers, and it, let's say 3,000 flyer will cost you, I don't know, $1,200. So, and out of the flyers, who knows how many people actually gonna provide information or even look at it. So then you can see there how cost effective it is that people were willing. I mean, that he basically was paying 80 cents for people to put in the information. Now, hurry up with this, because obviously the Facebook ad platform is a great commodity right now. People are more and more going over it, and Facebook obviously is seeing that and raising the prices little by little. Okay, but it's still really affordable. So get in the game right now as soon as possible if you want to be a top realtor. Now, don't get all bent out of shape if you aren't getting your leads for under $1. Okay, it may take some adjusting of the ad targeting to get you there or close to it. This ad and the targeting works for this person, right, on his market in Salt Lake City in Utah, but it may not work for you. Let's say if you are in Naples, Florida, or any other city, it may not work as well, or it just may work or perform even better. There's only one way to find out. Obviously, it's only by you going out there, taking action, and the best way is that you can take action with my guidance if you are willing to opt in the group. Which is the links are going to be there at the bottom, and go to the membership site to go through the trainings. But hey, if you are getting leads for a wildly expensive $2 and it takes 50 to 100 leads before you get the client that closes, that would be something that around $100 that he spent totally, right? If you do an average $2 per lead, let's say, that's that was a little way about $1 higher of what he was getting, and let's say it takes you within 150 to 100 leads, for every 50 to 100 people that put in the information, obviously one of those get to close, spending a total of within $100 $200. Was that a worth investment? Now, if you had to think about the return on investment on that, maybe he says over here, you maybe want to slap yourself. Now, the reason why, let's break this down, okay? If you spend within $100 and $200 to make a 6,000 and plus in commission, $6,000 and more in commissions, obviously that is a great return on investment. We're talking about what, I don't know, 4,000-5,000% return on investment. Definitely a significant investment, right? Obviously, you don't want to break your bank account. You don't want to go say you're gonna make commission of $6,000, and let's say you are advertising, spending $3, $4, $5,000 in advertising to get to a house to be sold. Obviously, there's a lot of changes you need to make to reduce that number way lower. Because it's really not worth it to just get $1,000 profit or $2,000 profit if you are spending that kind of money on advertising. But if you are finding good numbers like this one, right, then go ahead and rinse and repeat. Now, the reason why you want to take advantage of some of this tool is if you are perhaps a parent, and if you have another job, right, if you have many other things going on, why not have some systems in place that will help you market the properties that you have, as opposed to you having to do everything at once, right? I'm a parent. I'm using these Facebook ads. I'm using advantage of technology to put this information in front of you so that you get to know me, as opposed to me having to basically having to do Nord docking or having to call everybody, right? Spend hours and hours calling everybody or messaging people or emailing people, as opposed to basically just having Facebook show these ads in front of you, and definitely and get so that you get to know me and start a relationship at that point. Okay. So the name of the game is trying out and testing. All right. If the leads are expensive or you're not getting any leads, you can try creating a new ad set to test a different audience. He's talking about ad sets. So basically running the same campaign, right? Conversions or lead ads, and then you create another ad set. So basically you can have one that covers people. In this situation, what can we say? I don't know. One ad set, as we have over here, that it covers both genders, right? All right, but let's say what if in my ads, and then in my next ad set I want to separate just for women and one just for men. So at that point, basically that's what they're talking about. Okay, why then you don't try some other stuff within your targeting to see if that works differently? So it's telling you to go out there and try different things. Don't just try one thing and give up. Seek for help, or if you're one of those people that just want to try to figure out yourself, don't just give up. Right? Keep testing. Sometimes something as simple as changing the image can make a world of difference. All right. So if you want to test out different image, just make a copy of whatever ad you did. And Facebook made that easy because there's a button that you can click and says duplicate, and basically it will take everything that you did over here and generate another ad exactly as the one you did. All you have to do is basically go into the ad, edit, for example, the image, and just put a different image. So Facebook made that easy for you, makes that easy. And other times is one little targeting option within your audience that needs to be adjusted. Now the key is to think through the entire process and what is happening through the process. What do you want to see the ad? Does the ad speak to the audience? Is it honest and attractive? Is it attention grabbing ad? Now be critical and honest about your ad, and you'll be able to stop the bad ones early on and save yourself a ton of money. So what's next? All right, what is next? Again, I've been talking about um, the group, right? The group and the membership side. So that's what I want to offer you. I want to offer you free access to my Facebook group when I'm going live and doing free trainings like this of information that I gather, of uh, campaigns that I may be running for other industry or for real estate industry that I'm going to be showing up over here. Okay. Also, I have also created a membership site, a back office, right? Like, where we have training about how to create Facebook, how to use Facebook, how to get targeted leads, how to use Instagram, how to use LinkedIn, YouTube, uh, and also continue to, so the live trainings that we do here, they're also going to be stored in the back office. So that in case, because sometimes in groups, right, in groups, try to get in groups, try to catch the videos on live in the groups, because then you can ask questions and I can answer them. But I understand, not everybody can get on the live feed. At least we can set it up on the back office, because if we leave it only in the group section, people are commenting on the time, right? People are posting on the time, and it may get lost. So that's why we're gonna facilitate and put it in the back office, so that way you have a place specifically where to go and find this training and watch them at your convenience. All right, so I hope that information was helpful. Again, check the buttons below, where you're gonna have the options to enroll to get to the. You're gonna have the option to click on the buttons to go to the Facebook and apply. Right now, it's free to join, and at the same time, you'll be able to create your account on the membership site, where you can get the free training about how to use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and any other new strategies that we can come up with to generate leads for realtors. All right. Hope this information was helpful, and looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye.